Really? I was dying to confess. Get into it after a while, don't you?
Do you?
Character, I mean.
It's not an acting class, is it?
So, any comments? Dick, you sat this one out. Perhaps you'd like to go first.
Right. I thought it started off OK. The information was elicited thoroughly. Reg didn't allow the interview to become confrontational or start levelling accusations. I thought he did really well.
Yeah, well, that's because I was applying the piece mnemonic that we learnt yesterday. You know, plan and prepare, engage and explain, account, clarify and challenge, close and evaluate. Except I only got as far as stage 3 before Sergeant Boulton came in.
That's where I felt it really started to fall apart. John was way over the top. It was all threats and intimidation.
Look, we'd established that the suspect was lying. I didn't see the point fannying around any longer.
It felt like we were back in the era of good cop and bad cop, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't notice any changeover signal either.
Well, that's because I didn't have time to give it before Sergeant Boulton battered in.
He did give it early on by mistake.
It's not exactly good teamwork, though, is it, butting in like that?
How did you feel about it, Reg?
Well, I found it quite undermining, actually. After all we've learnt this week.
Look, I saw a gap in her defences, so I went for it like I would in any real interview.
Our job isn't primarily to secure a confession, John.
Isn't it?
No, it's to gather sufficient evidence for the CPS to decide whether or not there's a case against the suspect. I didn't see you taking any notes throughout the whole interview.
Well, that's not why I joined the job.
Yeah, but the job's changing.
Yeah, Rachel's right, John. There are certain cases of really changed attitudes amongst the top brass, mate.
Oh, great. So I'm supposed to act like some kind of glorified clerk for the CPS now, am I?
Yeah, of course not. But you might find you made fewer mistakes if you didn't go at it like a bull at a gate.
Departed from the script rather there, didn't we, John?
It's a good job I did, or we would have been there all night.
Same old John. Always going for the jugular.
Look who's talking.
Not my style these days, mate.
What, Mr. Squeaky Clean, are you now you're working at the yard?
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Throw Christy into the lions, you mean?
Bit sour, are we? That we never got the call.
Look, we both know why you got the call to the child protection team. It was for putting away Anthony Carpenter.
It was all a long time ago.
Well, that's funny, because it seems like only yesterday to me.
No point in dwelling in the past. Not when there's new techniques to be learnt.
So, Reg, how do you think it went?
Well, I tried to implement the course methodology, but, well, he kept taking the mickey all the time.
Nothing personal, Reg. Just responded to my brief, that was all.
Bit over the top, wasn't it?
I'm sure you get obstructive characters like that all the time.
Real scumbags, you mean?
Yes, John, and you shouldn't let them ruffle you.
How do you think the tape procedure went?
Well, he got so flustered he completely cocked up the tape procedure.
What should he have done?
He should have waited until the end of the interview and sealed the tapes then.
And why is that so important?
Because if there's a gap between the end of the first tape and the beginning of the second tape, a clever lawyer could suggest that a deal had been struck or pressure had been applied.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think that's crap. Surely the interview situation is one in which the suspect should be under pressure, not the policeman.
Well, I'm afraid that's the world we live in now.
How are we supposed to keep our mind on the interview if we've got to follow all these rules you're teaching us?
Calm down, John. I think Rachel's doing a great job here and we can't keep burying our heads in the sand.
Oh, well, that's easy for you to say, stuck behind a desk at the yard. But on the ground, if we followed these models to the letter, we'd never get anyone in the dock.
Yeah, and if we don't follow them, every conviction we get can be overturned.
And there's no point in fighting it. It's the way the wind's blowing through the Met right now.
And you always did find it easy to go the way of least resistance, didn't you, Dick?
And you always had trouble controlling that temper of yours. Touche.
Oh, yeah, OK. Look, let's break for lunch, Sharon.
Thank goodness for that. So did you say it was at Holloway you knew Fred?
No, it's Haringey.
Oh, yeah.
And if I remember rightly, you used to find those pauses between the tapes very useful at Stafford Road, didn't you, Dick?
Elvis. You say, and he's going away. The kid says to his bodyguard.
I reckon Lansbury sabotaged your interview on purpose, Reg, just to look smart in front of Strong and Dean.
I suppose he thinks he's some sort of big shot now.
Yeah, it's about the size of it. We were both DSs together at Stafford Row. He went straight from there to the yard.
Ambitious type, though.
I'll tell you how he got his promotion. Do you remember the Gresham Canal murder, the Anthony Carpenter case?
Not offhand, no.
Oh, it was a big case at the time. It was the murder of a child. Anthony Carpenter was this gormless individual, lived with his elderly mother, didn't have any previous convictions, but he was just the type that neighbours suspect when a child goes missing.
Yeah, I know the type.
Yeah, well, a child did go missing, was eventually hauled out of the local canal. The body had been in the water so long, no forensics were possible. Anyway, Anthony Carpenter had often been seen in the vicinity of the canal. Someone pointed the finger. Lansbury pulled him in for questioning.
How are you involved?
And we did the interview together. And Carpenter refused to admit that he was the murderer, but he did admit that he knew the boy. Anyway, after about 2 days of getting nowhere, Lansbury offered Carpenter a deal.
You did what?
While the tape wasn't running, Lansbury told Carpenter that if he admitted that he was the murderer, he could get him psychiatric treatment. Now, Carpenter was just so confused, disorientated, that he confessed. Lansbury virtually dictated his statement for him. At the trial, Carpenter pleaded not guilty, but the original confession was the main thrust for the prosecution.
So he went down?
Yeah, for life, and in prison, not in Broadmoor.
So Lansbury didn't keep his part of the deal?
Well, how could he? I mean, he wasn't even in a position to offer a deal.
And this stuff he's been coming out with. What an hypocrite.
Yeah, that's why I got so angry this morning.
Well, don't blame yourself.
Call me John. There's no rank pulling here, Reg.
Oh, thank you, John.
You don't want someone like that making a fool out of you like he did in that last interview, do you, Reg?
No, I don't.
I know what people say about you at Sunhill. I've never agreed with them.
What did I say?
Never mind, it doesn't matter. But wouldn't it be good if you and I could show Lansbury up for what he really is this afternoon?
Yeah, it would.
Come in.
I just came to say that I'm sorry about this morning. I think that I overreacted.
It's okay. Shock of the new, probably.
Yeah. Look, I was wondering if this afternoon we could tackle something a bit meatier.
How do you mean?
Well, it's just like domestic disputes, shoplifting scenarios. They're a bit petty, aren't they?
It's not the cases that are important here, it's the approach.
I know, but I thought that I could relate to the course methodology a bit better if we just tackled more major crime.
Well, the role-play file's in the top drawer. You can choose one yourself if you like.
Thanks.
You're partnering Dick Lansbury this afternoon, aren't you?
I believe so, yeah.
I realise there's some sort of history between you two.
Well, we had our differences at Stafford Row, yeah.
Good. Promotion thing, was it?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, there's no pips at stake here. Try and relax a bit, eh?
Sure.